If you thought the first 2 episodes of Blood of My Blood were intense, Episode 3's trailer takes everything we thought we knew and pushes it into dangerous new territory. It's the kind of teaser that doesn't just hint at drama, it promises emotional detonations that will echo across the entire Fraser family's history. There are moments here so subtle you could miss them in a blink, and others that land like a punch to the chest. We're going to go through it in sequence, moment by moment, and trust me, when we reach that final voice in the trailer, you'll understand why this episode could change everything. The opening is deceptively calm, classic Outlander misdirection. We're treated to sweeping shots of the Scottish Highlands, the light so golden it looks like a painting, the air seemingly still except for the slow sway of grass and the faraway sound of birds. It's breathtaking, but there's a weight to it, a sense that this piece is only temporary. Then, tucked in that beauty, we see Lallybroch, stone walls weathered by time, a thin ribbon of smoke curling from the chimney, windows glowing faintly from the firelight inside. It's home, but it's also a fortress, and the stillness around it feels fragile. That fragile quiet is shattered when we cut to young Jamie Fraser, standing on the dirt track outside. His back is straight, his chin slightly lifted, but his hands are curled into tight fists. In the distance, a cluster of riders approaches, their silhouettes growing larger with each heavy hoofbeat. There's no greeting, no smile, only that tense, assessing stare. These aren't old friends coming for supper. Whoever they are, Jamie's instincts are telling him they bring trouble. We shift suddenly to Lord John Grey, and it's a blink-and-you-miss-it masterclass in restrained emotion. He's in a shadowed room, candlelight playing along the sharp planes of his face, making the lines of strain stand out. He lowers his gaze, avoiding whoever he's speaking to, and the corner of his mouth tightens ever so slightly. For a man who prides himself on self-control, this is as close to raw as we've seen in a while. Then we see him pausing over a letter, hand hovering like it's physically heavy. Another shot frames him perfectly in a doorway, the space behind him dark, the light ahead uncertain. It's a visual metaphor that couldn't be more fitting. Lord John caught between 2 paths, neither of them easy. If someone is pushing him about William's true parentage, he may be running out of ways to keep that truth buried. Then William Ransom bursts into the frame, not with dialogue, but through movement. He's in a training yard, blade in hand. At first, it's pure discipline, measured footwork, precise strikes. But then his pace quickens, his swings sharpen, until there's an edge of aggression in every motion. This isn't just training, it's venting. And then comes a shot that, if you blink, you'll regret. William across the room from Jamie, eyes locking for the briefest moment. It's not a casual glance. William's gaze lingers, sharp, almost searching, as if some instinct deep down is telling him there's something about this man he should know. Later, we see him moving quietly down a stone corridor, shoulders tense, face set in determination. It's the look of a young man who's just heard something that could change everything, and he's decided to find the rest of the truth himself. Just as the tension begins to build, the trailer changes tone entirely, dipping into warm, almost dreamlike light. We're in the past now, Jamie as a boy, rushing into the arms of his mother, Ellen McKenzie Fraser. She kneels to brush his hair back, smiling with a softness that hides something heavier. Then, in an even briefer flash, she's holding baby Jamie close, tears in her eyes, her face turned slightly as if she doesn't want him to see. We're given no explanation, but the implication is powerful. Whatever choice she made back then, it was to protect him from something. From there, the trailer begins threading in the bigger, more political storm brewing in the background. We see a group of British officers leaning over a candlelit map, shadows jumping across the walls as one finger slams down on a location marked in deep red ink. Another flash shows riders tearing across open ground, mud flying from the hooves of their horses. Then there's the unmistakable sound of wax being pressed and sealed, and we see a British officer's hands pushing a red wax seal into place on a folded letter. It's done quickly, almost casually, but in the world of Outlander, A sealed letter often means orders, warrants, or covert instructions that will set dangerous events in motion. We cut to Claire, sitting by a window bathed in soft daylight. In front of her lies a letter sealed in dark red wax. She runs her fingers over the surface, as though feeling the weight of it before she even knows what's inside. When she breaks the seal and begins reading, her expression changes in stages. Curiosity, a slow furrowing of her brow, then a flash of alarm. Whatever she's reading is urgent, and dangerous enough to change her entire focus in an instant. Is it a warning from an ally? A coded message? A desperate plea for help? The trailer doesn't tell us, but it makes one thing clear. Claire now carries knowledge that could put her, and everyone she loves, in the middle of a dangerous game. And then comes the moment that makes the entire trailer unforgettable. Jamie stands alone in the woods, still as stone, his eyes fixed on something we can't see. The air around him feels heavy, the silence loud enough to notice. His breathing is uneven, as if bracing himself for a blow. Then, from somewhere off-screen, a voice says, "You deserve to know the truth." The screen cuts to black. We're left without an answer, only questions, and each one could change the series forever. Is it Lord John, finally ready to tell William that Jamie is his father? Is it Claire, revealing something Jamie has never known about his own past? Or is it a completely different truth, one tied to Ellen McKenzie Fraser and a family history we've only scratched the surface of? The beauty of this trailer is that it doesn't confirm. It just hands us the match and points to the fuse. This isn't just a teaser for another episode. It's a warning that the story we've been following is about to turn a corner it can never come back from. Every lingering glance, every unspoken hesitation, every letter sealed in wax, these are pieces of a puzzle that's about to snap into place. And when it does, loyalties will be tested, bonds will be broken, and the Fraser family's future will look nothing like its past. Episode 3 isn't just promising revelations. It's promising consequences. And if the trailer is telling the truth, we're about to see the most personal, most dangerous chapter of Blood of My Blood yet.